Alright. Think we're just about ready, guys. Getting chat all set up on my phone screen. Right. Perfect. Great. Beautiful. Now I have to BRB. Oh, oh, my husband. Oh, hi, baby. I don't think he's in chat anymore, but I see you. Oh, he's so sweet. Okay, I gotta go pee. I'll be right back, guys. Okay. Here we go. Oh, yeah, it'd probably help if... Yeah, hello. Hi, guys. There you go. See me now. What's that? Oh, it's Zachy. Okay. Okay. Oh, wait. Now the window is messed up. Oh, my calculator's open? No, it's not. Why is it listed there? Hang on. There we go. Fixed it. I don't know why. I do not know why it's doing this, but that's okay. It's not unlike a stream where I have to suddenly readjust a few things. Yeah, there we go. Alright, yep, I got everything all set up. Okay. It's a Zachy. Zachy's in chat. What's up, Zachy? Pretty relaxing day so far. Nice, happy you've been able to level up the Coda as much as you have. That's awesome. Yep, pretty much today on the docket is just to finish up all the art that I owe people. We'll see where it takes us. Ooh, sudden yawn. Thankfully, then I have a little bit extra time to play with here. Let's get it somewhere. Ah, big yawn. Oh yeah, but also guys, I've reset the goal. I don't know if I said this last night or not. Cannot recall off the top of my head. But the Ko-Fi goal has been officially reset. Actually, let me just show you guys real quick. Bada bing, bada boom. So right here, I bumped the goal up to 150 just so there's more timing between the last one and the next one because somebody donated money right before I was able to update the goal. So that's at 150. And commissions have all gone up by a few dollars each. So they are still open. I just, I bumped up the price of them just because, like, I need to be able to honestly charge people what I know I'm worth and what my time is worth. I shouldn't have to feel the need to charge things so low just because I really want people to buy my art. I feel like if people are interested enough in, you know, the product as is, they'll be willing to pay what it's worth for rather than, you know, sticks and pebbles. So everything just went up a couple dollars. I've been getting requests to, like, open up my, like, black and white sketch commission, which I just don't... I personally don't see the point in doing that, but I guess I just commission art differently. If people, I guess, are interested in that, then I can open those up. But for now, this is how it's going to be. And yeah, thanks again for reaching the goal, you guys. Please, actually, you know what? I'll do this real quick. I'm going to share it in the chat. But I'm also going to change my screen back so no one can see the chat and see my live streaming analytics. There you go. So you can donate to the goal, help add to the next request stream we do, which I also just want to add before. Oh fuck! Sorry, I just tabbed into Neopets because I'm looking for a specific item to fucking restock in the stores. Anyway, next request stream I definitely want to have some more organization with. Here's continued business. Thank you, Crash. I really appreciate that. I think I really needed something just to, like, motivate me. Remind me, like, hey, you don't need to charge your art that cheaply. Wow, I'm just really, you know, grateful. I don't know what else to say. Also just got sidetracked by Neopets. Hang on. Yes! Okay, cool. Sorry. It's just the way, like, you get abducted into fairy quests sometimes. It's just like, they pop up onto you randomly. And I don't know if you know this, guys, but once you're given a fairy quest, you can't use the shop wizard. So it becomes more of a pain in the ass than it does become cool whenever you get given a fairy quest if you don't care about leveling up your stats. Whatever. Sweet. So that line art's looking good. I'm gonna start on the Beatles. I feel like I was saying something about request stream. Oh yeah, sorry. It's not been obvious already. I have ADHD, so bear with me. But yeah, I enjoyed the request stream. It was a lot of fun, and I really just like it when I see, like, lots of engagement in the chat. That's, like, my favorite part, is just being able to, like, bring people together. But I think I need to figure a better way to organize it and make sure people in chat know, like, the rules and what's going on, because I think everyone kept getting confused when I kept saying first come, first serve. That doesn't mean if you get, like, it doesn't mean if you get here first, then you get the first commission. It's like whoever asks first, after I am done with the current request. You have to be in chat. You have to say, I want the next request, and you have to say it before somebody else. And I feel like there was a lot of chaos going on, because I guess that wasn't being translated properly. I do have to filter, like, my speech through, like, 13 layers of autism sometimes, so, like, that's probably a part of the issue, but I think next time I might just, like, designate a mod in chat to, like, spam people what the rules are every time there's a new person in. Oh, that sounds like a pain. I know what you mean, though. Like, you get so frustrated trying to, like, do a task, and then, like, you get it done, but you're just still upset it took as long as it did, or it like went down the way it did. Like, I feel that. Yeah, that's also a good point. I think next time, either way, having like a more active mod and chat would help with that a little bit. I just need to find someone to actually be willing to do that. And I can work it out. Is it just playing Departure again? I swear to God, this is like the third time on this playlist I've heard Departure. We're skipping it. I'm sorry. Listen, Departure is literally my ringtone. If anyone loves it, the most in the world, it's me. But I'm not listening to it 3 times in a row. That's actually not a bad idea. Going like the spin wheel route. That's actually not a bad idea at all. Especially because, like, I think you could share links with, like, people, like, the spin wheel link. So, like, I could just have, like, someone in chat, like, collect names. And then, I'll spin the wheel whenever it's time. I forgot how I did request streams years ago during 2020 and 2021. I think I had people sign up beforehand in the Discord or something like that. I actually forget how I did it because it wasn't as chaotic as that. I had some like organization to the whole process. I think things were just slower back then too. So like I probably would have been able to take people one at a time. Also won't have my co-host with me today. No, it's just gonna be a solo stream. Not even my husband is here. He's at work. Now there might be like some pockets of dead air just because like I get super locked in. But that's a good thing. That's how you know I'm paying attention. My weekends are usually taken up with, like, work, honestly. Like, I kind of just go to work and then come home. It's been a long time since I used to mess around with sprite sheets. I have some really, really old, custom sprites of, Coda and, Storm based off of, Mega Man X3 sprites. Those are fun. I don't know if I ever did one for Beatrice. I don't think so. I may have started one, and then I just had a hard time translating her four goddamn arms into Mega Man X sprite form. I've thought about making some like Mega Man X4 styled sprites though. For Coda's World. I think those would look really nice. That's the thing about Clip Paint, is that it's honestly not really the best program for pixel art. Like, you can use it to do pixel art stuff with, but I personally think that it's just not the best, especially not the best option. I always like to use Sai, because yeah, Sai is obviously very versatile, but like it doesn't have an option to like erase in pixels, so if you have to erase something, it is a goddamn nightmare. And I always would use GIMP. I would always, at the end of the day, if I'm not doing something really simple that I can just pull up and do in Microsoft Paint, then I would open up GIMP. But GIMP comes with its own laundry list of issues, so doing pixel art's just never easy. Then again, Photoshop is actually a pretty good solution to those. Dude, the UI, the GIMP's UI, is something I will always complain about. And like, I got pretty good at using GIMP. Again, it's just more, the problem is that like, if you don't understand the UI or even like how to use ancient like art programs, it might just be like a confusing mess. According to Proto, apparently the more recent version of GIMP is like a lot more modernized. I've yet to be able to check it out. I am very curious, to be honest, but there's so many cool tricks. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Just merge down. There we go. There we go. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, especially doing line art in GIMP is like such a like I don't know what to necessarily describe. It's like a double-edged sword. You either have to know how to specifically adjust your pen settings to work with GIMP, especially older versions of GIMP. Here's a fun fact about older versions of GIMP. On modern day PCs, even in like GIMP 2.10, which is relatively modern, all things considered, it's less than like 5 years old, I think. 2.10, like, there's a certain driver that used to come with older computers that they don't make with computers anymore. I had it explained to me in like a much more intelligible way by someone who actually understands computers. But long story short, because of that, now even if you have like pressure sensitivity, like I can do stuff like this. My lines look really nice like this because I have pressure sensitivity enabled. If I did not, all of my lines would just look like this. Or this. So, yeah, that's just an issue that people that use GIMP run into. So then what do you do when you can't make line art the way that you know how to make line art? Well, you use the path tool. The path tool is its own issue that makes me want to cry at night when I think about it too hard. It's got some cool uses, to be honest, with like making unique looking and stylized line art. And oh god, especially the path tool is a lifesaver. The way that I make my thumbnails is honestly I do them all in GIMP. And what I do is for like the text in the outlines to the text, I select the color gambit of the text, and then I go over to the selection tab and have it turn the selection to paths, and then go over to the paths, and then suddenly I have a path lined up to all the letters, and I can just hit stroke path and bam, I have an outline to my text now. That may sound more complicated than it actually is, but it is surprisingly simple once you figure out what you're doing. Because in a lot of other programs where, like, you can use text and you can, like, outline it, it's just never as, like, simple or cut and dry as doing it that way. Like, trying to make outline text in Clip Paint Studio is a nightmare for some god-awful reason. Yeah, it is honestly like a lot of steps on paper, but then once you've done it enough times, it really is just kind of like you're riding a bike, you're signing into Google, you know, it's just easy as pie. And I promise you, it is a lot easier than trying to outline your own text by hand. I'm never going to do that again. Got all the bugs done. This visor. That'd probably help if I had your reference open. What program do you use? Just Photoshop? we're gonna do this bullshit again, I guess. There we go. Clip paint not doing what I needed to do. There we go. That could have also been a Discord problem, to be honest. Okay. Wait, it keeps censoring you? That's so weird. Here, I'm gonna go to all messages. I also keep forgetting to change my chat into all messages instead of top chat. I don't know why it gets me automatically onto top chat. It's a little annoying. That's insane. What is it even censoring? Oh wait, is it pink.net? Oh, do you think it might be censoring it because it thinks you're trying to type a link? That would be wild. I think you might be tricking the censor into thinking that you're trying to type a link. So try to like type it out as like one word, I guess. I don't know, that's weird. I could adjust it so that way I could allow links in chat, but like what just like the kind of luck that I have to live with, knowing me, the moment I decide to do that, I'm gonna get some real comedians in here that were the bots will come back. Either or, so you know what, I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. That. Yeah, that's so funny. It took me a minute to realize, I'm like, why would it be censoring what he's saying unless he uses paint.net? And then I literally was like, oh, wait a minute. trying to think, like, rationalize in my head. I'm like, I don't know of any art programs that have, like, expletives in them. Although that does make me yearn now for a passive-aggressive art program that's just called Fuck Paint. I'd love that. I would invest in Fuck Paint. Fuck Paint goes so hard for no reason, honestly. It could even be like, something like FCK.paint, you know, something like that. Yeah, I remember back in the day there was an artist that I used to follow and still follow from time to time, where, I mean, she labeled herself as the Paint.net queen, and, like, I honestly don't think anyone could take that away from her. Her art was so good. She just knew how to use the program, to its fullest extent. And even then, her art's gotten so much better since the Paint.net days. Like, it's just crazy to see how some people, like, start and how their limitations help them achieve, like, a unique style. Yeah, I don't know how she figured it out. I remember, that's also the problem though of, like, being on the internet for so long. I remember her old username, but I know she's changed usernames since then, and I cannot remember what her new username is, so unfortunately I can't recommend her art to you. But, just very talented person. I hope she's doing well. One of those people I lost touch with when I, like, abandoned DeviantArt, during the whole Eclipse saga. It's like I came back to DeviantArt, but then when I came back, everyone else that I knew that stayed was gone. I was like, oh. Okay. Cool. I mean, it's totally fair, though, especially, like, with how sketchy a lot of their, wording was when they integrated AI into the website. I totally get why people left. I looked into it before I jumped ship again, because this time I wanted to make sure before I said I'm leaving the website forever, and then I come back. And, like, it wasn't as sinister as some people made it out to be. It was definitely still, like, kind of bad, but, like, you could opt out of the website using your art. In fact, that's actually been an option within your settings for years. You can go in and opt out of DeviantArt being able to use your art for advertising. I don't know exactly why they started doing that, especially before the advent of AI, but it probably had something to do with one of the lawsuits they were wrapped up in. Not entirely sure. Yeah, it's just like, but it makes sense because I've been low key like a-logging the whole DeviantArt shit for years now. Um, yeah, and it's just like it's because of Wix. If the website was still run by artist for artist, I don't think this would have ever happened, to be honest. But it's because DeviantArt's not owned by the creators anymore. They were bought out by Wix. So it's Wix trying to push AI onto you, as they are also onto their base site. Just a heads up if anyone uses Wix or has used it in the past. Because if I remember correctly, like, the buyout kind of happened underneath everybody's nose. Like, I don't remember hearing about it at all. It was just kind of like a thing one day. I was like, oh wait, when did they get bought out by Wix? And then no one really has an answer. There's no really articles that were written about it when it happened. And then about a year or two later, I think that's when the Eclipse update happened, and then everyone lost their goddamn mind. Including myself. I won't even exclude myself from that. I lost my mind a little bit there. They were scamming people though, okay? It was bullshit. Yeah, I mean, it's just sad because, like, this is just something that, like, was a long time coming. It just makes me wish that, like, DeviantArt had kind of went down the same road that Tumblr did, where now Tumblr has made themselves so unadvertisable that no one wants to buy them, and they're fully independent again. I really wish DeviantArt would go down that path. Same with Discord, honestly. We need to make ourselves as unadvertisable as humanly possible. Quick, invent Tumblr sexy men right now. Send them to the CEO. Make him regret his life choices. I kid, but you know, it'd be nice in theory, but it's just the reality of what the world we're living in right now. No, I know. I'm surprised Wix has held on to DeviantArt this long, to be honest. Even though it's, like, been, what, only 7 years? Like, no, I don't know if they are making any money back from the buyout. Because they lost so many people. Like, yeah, people buy core memberships and other stuff, but, like, they've lost so many, like, core members of the DeviantArt community. Like, there's almost, like, I don't even want to say there's almost no one left. There's plenty of people, but, like, I just don't think there's enough people left to really justify them making their money back. Yeah. Well, that's why they're trying to go through that whole age verification nonsense, because It is for two reasons. It's because they want to be able to sell your identity for profit, and the other reason is they want to make themselves look more professional, more marketable, so they can sell themselves. um, I just feel like it's not going to work. Tumblr keeps the lights on through user engagement. I know that sounds crazy, but like, I don't know. It's like I'm trying to figure out like a good way to like compare it to something, but like, I don't know. They really keep the lights on just by existing. I feel like. That and just because too they're unadvertisable to companies that would like to invest in them does not mean that they don't get advertisement money for running ads on their website. It honestly might just be like cost so low to keep up, and they're able to make enough money back through the ad space that it's just enough to keep things flowing. It's probably a really delicate ecosystem, if I had to guess. Like, if one thing shifts, like, a little too far in one direction, it could totally, destroy Tumblr. That's just me kind of speculating based on how I know these things to work. I could be totally wrong there, but, like, that's probably what it is. Yeah, and it's like, it's really hard to like, I don't know, like, say like, oh, there's a way to like solve the problem. Because ultimately, even though like what my opinion is that kids just shouldn't be allowed on Discord at all. That just also doesn't work in theory either, because it is incredibly easy to lie about your age unless there is some sort of verification.